Well, I guess that didn't go as I planned it. Sorry, guys. Let's move that away. Ah, I thought I actually got that fixed. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, sorry. I thought I actually got that working, but I guess it didn't do as planned. So, let me do this right. What's up, everyone? Another Kayuri here. How you guys doing? Welcome to Noonami. Sorry, I had a video for you guys to check out. It was actually introductory of basically us, well, me and Obi and my fiance, the three of us was in California for the week. So I wanted to kind of start off a little different for once, just this one time. But apparently, I guess I tested out and had got sound working, but apparently it didn't work out the way I planned it. So, but I do got my two good friends here. I got Trey Vito. Right now his computer is down at the moment, but we actually got him still here. We get to hear his voice. So let's say what's
What
up.
up?
Yep.
What up?
And,
What up?
yep. And we have Sandstorm as well. What's up, man?
Yo, how y'all doing?
So yeah. So we have some very interesting topics today. So very interesting topics. So we're gonna do something a little different. Well, we'll still do the usual routine. I still have some trailers for you guys to check out whatsoever. Our topic I'll get into later, but we're also going to get into a very interesting other topic, which again has to do with the video, but I'll have to explain more details. But we'll get into that. But other than that, guys, what y'all been up to, man? It's been a while.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely, man. Definitely, it's been a while.
Shoot. Yeah, man. So what's been going on with you, Vito?
I just got done. I think I told you
Uh-oh.
yesterday. I
I
just
don't hear the
got
Vito.
done. Huh? Can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
we can hear you.
I don't hear
Oh,
Vito.
you hear me now?
Yeah,
Sandstorm, you still there?
yeah, I am.
Oh, what the heck's going on here? Okay, this is weird. I don't hear none of you guys. Oh, wait up.
Can you hear me
You're
now?
good now?
Yeah, okay. That was my end. My earbuds did something stupid. I was like, what the heck? My earbuds literally cut off on its own. I'm like, what? I'm literally have it connected. So it's weird. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Continue, V. I am so sorry, man. My
Yeah,
earphones being weird.
I was just saying how I was talking to you yesterday,
Hmm.
and I was saying I finished up Shaman King
Yeah.
on Netflix. Of course, it's the remake,
Yep.
but I was checking that out and finishing it up. It was a pretty good series.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
other than that, just my normal stuff that I normally watch, and I'm still waiting on uh, Bleach to finish up
Yep.
so I can watch it all at once.
That's what I usually do. Shoot. Sandstorm, what about you, my guy?
Uh, I've been chilling. Been putting a lot of people on different animes. So I finally got into solo.
Oh, really?
Yes. Um, so I watched the first episode, and I feel like I wasn't really asleep, but I was like getting there. And so like I finished watching the first episode and I was just like, man, this this seems okay. And, and so I think like a few days later I went back to rewatch the first episode and I was like, uh, okay, I see what they're trying to do. But by the second episode I was like, okay, yes, okay, I'm there. I'm all the way there. So um been watching Solo Leveling, love that. Uh, Castlevania came out, so I
Yeah.
just started up on that again. Um,
Oh, I'm watching that too.
yeah,
Yeah, I gotta work on. I forgot where I left off in Castlevania.
just the fact that Alucard is in here,
Yeah,
I'm hyped.
that's the only reason why I was like I need to get back in. And I was like, oh my god, my favorite character in the whole entire
hmm
world.
hmm
Without Alucard is like
they definitely introduced him into this season in a dope way. Like just the beginning part was like, okay,
it's
yeah, he
about
really.
time. It's about time.
Um,
That's what I gotta say. It's about time.
other than that, think I feel like so we got done with Bleach,
Hmm.
finished Bleach. Got done with MF Ghost. I feel like it was
You finally watching Memphis Ghost finally?
I finally watched the last episode of it. and and I'm like, oh, okay, that's how we're gonna do my man's, okay?
Look, I'll put it like this. At least I was a little bit more. I was more satisfied with the ending of this one than compared to the first season.
Oh yeah, 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 absolutely.
I was satisfied.
It was kind of messed up too because I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen in this next episode when we see it? And it was like, oh nope, you ain't getting no next episode. I'm like, oh man, I should have known.
Yep. But then when they showed us the teaser what's gonna happen, like, oh, okay, I can
Hmm.
wait. I can wait. I can wait. I can
Yeah.
wait.
So I think I want to say there was another anime in between there, but maybe there was. Um, but because we're on what season two of Solo Leveling?
Yes, we are in season 2 now.
Okay.
We're definitely in the second season now. I think we're I forgot how many episodes we're in right now. I believe. Oh, we get the fourth episode tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. So I did. I thought there was three. My boy was like, "No, we only watched two," and I'm like, I don't know about that. I think we
Yeah,
watched three."
yeah. I'm gonna wait till we get to 5 episodes in, and then I'll dive in. Cause I'm literally on the first episode of season 2, so I'm just like I'm not really in the big hurry yet.
Okay.
Although my boy in Cali literally is like, man, if you want like, look, I'm not touching season 2 yet. I'm just gonna let it build up first,
Hmm.
and then like let me get halfway build up, and I'll go in.
Yeah, y'all a lot stronger than me. I need to watch it now.
I know that's how I felt with the first season. I was like, I have to watch it now. Let's go. I'm like, no, this one I can be a little bit more patient with this time because I'm like, I'm not really tripping about it. I'm good. Although I'm laughing about these stupid the parodies I find on YouTube. They're freaking hilarious, and it's
Oh yeah.
wrong. They're wrong in so many ways. So yeah. Uh, as for me in anime world, I have been diving into the newer seasons of animes. Like I said, Solo Leveling I haven't touched yet. Like I said, there's okay. So there are a few on my list that I'm putting not really okay. The way I'm putting this, like I'm kind of putting them on hold for a minute because again, remember certain ones I already seen read the mangas for, and I'm already know ahead of what's going on. But I kind of want to wait till we get like 4 or 5 episodes in to dive into them.
Hmm.
So there's that. Solo Leveling is one of them which I have. I did not read the manga. I just want to wait 5 episodes to go in and go from there. But like the other ones I had, like what was it? See, there's like 3 of them on my list I had that I read mangas for, and I was like, okay, including the Apothecary Diaries. I'm going to wait for 5 episodes. So there's like 4 or 5 animes I'm kind of like putting on hold to get to 5 episodes in.
Hmm.
As for the other one, the that Red Ranger one I seen, which was freaking amazing. That was like that's funny. The one that me and you talked about, Sandstorm,
Hmm.
The Zensu.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I know exactly what it is, and it's actually pretty good. And it's the same creators who did it's I think it's I think it's a Mapo, the ones who do I think it's let me see, it's Kaiju number 8, Jujutsu Kaisen. I think they no sorry uh, Kaiju number 8, and what's that other one? Chainsaw Man. The same creators, like artists and everything else. They're the ones who do this anime now.
Okay.
So from what I've seen, it's great. Although I can tell you one thing. This is I'm gonna say this correct the rip off the rip. It is isekai. We already know this is the rip. I'm just giving you the first easy part of it, but judging from how it is pretty good from art style and everything. It's a very good anime. I'm only episode 3, and we're getting the fourth one this Sunday.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
it's a good anime. Shangri-La front. So and stuff that's still in the fall season, like Shangri-La Frontier. We're basically going to the second half. I stopped at what episode I stopped at? I think it was like 12 or 13. No, it was like 11 or 12 I stopped at because the episode that was going on when I got into it or when I stopped at is a 4 or 5 part episode, which is basically a major big fight, and it's one of the fights I've been waiting for. So I'm like, let me wait till this is complete, and then I'll dive in. That if they don't have another part 5 or 6 of this, so far I think it's like 4 or 5 parts if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm. I
So
feel
so Shangri-La is still doing good with what's going on with that. I know ReZero's been put on is on a break, which
Hmm.
I'm looking at right now. Is around to pick up a girl from a dungeon. The fifth season is on a delay, which not surprising. Don't know why, but not surprising. Uh, Daima's still going, and we end up finding out some new information with that. I heard that, and if for people, I'm not really trying to spoil it, but I heard certain characters are getting certain evolvements.
Mm,
I should say, naming Goku and Vegeta basically in their kid forms. I'm like, all right, what?
interesting.
Yeah, that I haven't got there, but I've seen clips on X, formerly known as Twitter. So I was like, okay, roll with that. And I,
Involved like what? Like Super Saiyan 4?
3 and 4.
Yeah, I
So
heard seen
well,
3. Like
no, no,
Vegeta
no, no,
beat
no, no, no.
Goku. Like,
Someone's finally getting 3.
yeah, Vegeta
I'm
got it.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, they already showed that episode already. It's been on
yeah.
the
So I'm about saying for people who have not seen it, I'm just saying.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So it's
But
like
what's the other one? What's the other involved?
4.
Is it a different 4? Do you know?
I don't think so. It's gonna be the 4 that we know of.
You're gonna get the score, baby.
Yeah, we're getting the GT4.
I wonder how they're gonna try to. I think this is just pure fiction because I wonder how they're gonna.
I don't know.
You can't do 4 and you have this god level now. Like that is crazy.
Exactly, but again, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I gotta watch the episode and then I kind of have to like look into it because I forgot. I forgot who I talked to. It was someone I talked to. I don't know if it was someone at work, Vito, or one of my friends. I can't remember, but we were talking about it, and someone was bringing up like a theory to it. No, now I remember. Now I know who it was. I knew who I talked to. It is someone from work. There's someone. Yeah, because he brought it up, and I was like, we were discussing about this, and he literally said like, I think it's because it's the whole point of the demon realm and everything else is going on with that. So it's like I kind of understand it, but at the same time, it's like I don't. But I kind of need to watch it just to make it make sense, basically, in a way.
Right, right. I hear you.
Either
Yeah.
way,
So,
they are like officially trying to put God above 4.
yep. Exactly. So yeah, so there's that. What else was on my list? I think that was about it. But other than that, yeah, I've
But my
been.
thing is this:
Hmm?
God is definitely more powerful than 4. So
Yeah,
I'm still getting
and I agree with that, and I
Yeah, I
totally
don't
agree
think
with
that's
that.
an argument at this point, but
Yeah, but again, I don't know what they were trying to do with this or what they're trying to go with. But since they're both in kid form,
mhm.
and I don't know why they're going to attempt to do this. I mean, for Vegeta's sake, being 3, okay, he didn't want to try it out, and now he gets the opportunity to do it. But Goku going 4 in kid form, I mean,
Just don't show me no baby.
yeah, thank you, agree. No baby. I'm like, can you just still stick to what's happening now?
Yeah,
But if you're gonna give us 4 with the same story that's going on, that's still what the main agenda is to basically get back in your adult forms
yeah.
with the
I need the
wish.
baby form. I need the baby form because Baby Vegeta 3 was fire.
Baby Vegeta is fine. Baby Vegeta 3 is fine
Yeah,
because they already had a baby Goku 3. But Super Saiyan 4 was never a baby.
yeah.
Like,
It was just him it turned into adult. It's just basically him in adult form,
yeah,
just with the tail and yeah, just half human, half ape.
yeah.
But if you're
I
gonna
need I
get
need Baby 3. I need Baby 3.
right, bunny.
I'm sorry, Baby 4. My bad. I need Baby 4.
Oh god. Ugh, jeez. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that's holding up. You know, I mean, it's still holding strong as we know. So, but yeah. Other than that, so all right, let's get into our topics of the day. So, as we already have it started, we've been talking about new animes. We are into the winter season of animes. Like I said, solo leveling. We still have more of some of the stuff from the fall season coming into the winter because they're longer seasons. Um, and then the one that me and Sandstorm talked about a while back, we saw the trailer and was like confused about, but now I finally got to see the trailer a little. There's a bigger, like a better trailer that understand what this anime is really about. Which again, like I said, which is Zensu, which is actually I like it because it's again the same artist who does, like I said, Kaiju number 8 and also Chainsaw Man. So definitely check that out. But there's a good amount of stuff, and some of this stuff we already have. Trail that we saw the trailers that I've been saving up. The A Ring Party one, which is the basically it was like a red maze. The Red Ranger one, which is actually out as well, which is amazing, and
Hmm.
it's funny as all.
Morphin' time.
Yeah, literally, like it's literally like if I told you, like the names of his weapons are freaking hilarious. I'm just like, what? This makes no complete sense. And but every time he transforms, you know how like when you watch like when we watch Power Rangers or like no or like the Super Sentais and like they do all the poses and stuff and they're like all together and they have the explosions in the background.
Hmm.
So the Red Ranger has the whole thing. It has the explosions in the background. I'm like, oh god. And the Major's like, what the heck is going on? What's with this explosion? What is this? I'm like, oh, this is hilarious. And every time he transforms or certain things happens, everything explodes. Like explosions.
It got to.
Like
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
like how like karate kick, like, explosion, like everybody like hits the ground down, and then explosions happen. I was like, okay, y'all really taking this a little too far, but this is still too funny. I love
Is
it.
this
Hey,
anything
real,
like Loser Squad?
Oh no, nowhere near it,
Okay.
nowhere. It's nowhere near Loser Squad. Although we know that season 2 is just around the corner.
Okay.
I just found out that. But I also found out something else that we do have a trailer for, and that's gonna be the first trailer we're gonna watch later on. I think everybody's been. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this one the most. I'm not gonna say. We'll just wait till we see the trailer. You'll find out.
cool,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, and I think with this trailer is gonna make me have to now finally watch season 1 and 2
Mm.
because it's something that like somebody has asked me a long time ago. When are we getting the third season? And we're now finding out when we're getting it and everything. And it has a trailer. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm happy about this. Other than that, let's see what else. Because I'm actually looking at the list.
I was gonna
Okay.
say two things that we missed.
Hmm.
Sakamoto Days.
Yep.
Um, just watched those first two episodes of that.
How was that so far? Because that's actually on my list. I haven't. It's one of those things where like I gotta try to get myself into Netflix
Mhm.
to watch it.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I like it. It's very much
Did you
Americanized anime.
did you fall asleep? Oh, that's what I was say. You fell asleep. I was like, buddy, did you fall asleep on me?
No,
Oh, you
no
tried to.
marionette has shut down.
Exactly. Yeah, well, I mean, he had the bottle, so that's pretty much it.
And then the other one, dang, I can't even remember what it was.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Oh man, it was on the tip of my tongue too. Um, Dang, I can't remember if it was on Crunchyroll. I'll get back to you. Give me a moment.
You're good. You're good. Yeah. Let's see. My end. So far, I know. I know right now the biggest ones I've been kind of paying. Well, I've been paying to a lot of the newer ones.
Hmm.
Like not the ones that I read mangas of because I think I started one of them and just because I just want to see how it is and we actually did see a trailer of it. It shoot that's the wrong button. Let's see the and I may butcher this. Let's see. Madaka's is improving to my charms. This is one of the mangas I have read, and we actually saw a trailer of this. This is that one where the girl was trying to charm this one dude, and all of a sudden he gives her this like evil, like mean look whatsoever. But in reality, he's supposed to be a monk in training.
Mm.
So this was actually I just wanted to see the first episode just to kind of get an idea like how crazy this is gonna get.
Hmm.
Which it gets crazy and it's already done the craziness for the start. So that was that one. The Unnamed Memories, the second act, I definitely am very excited for. I actually have been keeping up to date with it. I just haven't watched the latest episode. I was very curious for the first episode of season 2 because of the fact of at the end of season 1, I was like, okay, so you've done this, so how are you setting up the second season for the first episode? And I was like, oh, so that's how you're setting this up. Okay, with a lot of other things, I'm not going to spoil. You have to watch the first season to kind of understand the last episode to set up the second season for the first episode.
Hmm.
So definitely checking that out. Which I'm liking how that's going story wise.
I
Uh,
remember what it was. It was
what
done
was
tonight.
it? Hmm.
It was done tonight.
Oh, Delta. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still gotta watch the last 3 episodes. That's all I gotta do. Watch the last 3 episodes, and
Uh,
then so
Interestingly enough, I don't know. Well, Vito, I know you have Instagram, but I didn't think it was a show. I thought it was just like, people designing these episodes. But Scissor 7 is on Netflix too.
wait, what's the name of it?
Scissor 7.
Oh, I heard it. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, and it has 4 seasons to it.
Yep.
So I'm gonna definitely check that out. And it looks
Yeah,
like,
that's been on there for a minute, right?
Yeah, it's been there for a minute, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I didn't know. I mean, it says 2023, so it's been a couple years. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. I think I finished one season, if I'm not mistaken, and it's on what, Crunchyroll, I think.
Yeah.
I have to look into it because I think I've seen the first season. I never got into the other 2 seasons yet.
Okay.
So, but if I haven't seen it, then I'll definitely check it out because, like I said, I feel like I have seen it, but I mean that name sounds so familiar to me.
Yeah, it's the guy who has like the shattered sword and can use psychic abilities to like, you know, uh, let the pieces fly around and
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So there's that one. What's another one? Another one I'm actually checking out, which is actually I just finished the latest episode, which I think was 3. Yeah, I just finished episode 3 today. Let me in. Thank you. I may be a guild receptionist, but I solo any boss on solo any boss to clock out on time. This is freaking hilarious, and I was like, okay, what can you give me with this anime? I was like, and it really is literally as the name sounds. It's like literally this guild receptionist is like, I'm stuck here working like these. Like it's like think of it as like someone's forcing you to work overtime when you don't want to when you're trying to clock out on time,
Hmm.
and then but in this case for this main character, she's like, okay, I'm getting sick and tired of this. Every time no one doesn't beat these dungeons, I have to literally stay here and work overtime. So she gets so mad to the point where it's like, all right, screw this. I'm gonna go destroy the dungeon and finish it whatsoever. And she literally destroys bosses like it's nothing.
Ah,
And I was like, well, there's something you'll see every day.
right.
That
It's like,
sounds like something I'll do in real life.
yeah, I think almost anybody would. Anybody would. So yeah, we're 3 episodes into this one, and it's gotten very interesting, especially how this third episode ended. And I'm like, all right, because we end up getting. Let me see if I remember. We get a bit of a backstory to the main character of why she's a receptionist and not what she needs to be. Well, okay. Let me iterate. Episode 3 is basically a backstory of her past of that, and then episode 2 kind of give us a little bit of a story to, you know, why she is who she is.
Hmm.
So, but it's like, but it's still you see the concept of what's happening and why she goes in complete like, all right, I'm ready to just kill things and I don't have time for this crap. So so yeah, this is definitely a good watch too. But yeah, so I mean, I've been really checking out some good stuff. Some other animes I've been checking out that's on the list, and one of them I decided to read the manga, and apparently the manga is officially done, and I actually read the whole entire thing. So I was very, I only read it because I wanted to know, like, how far are we gonna get with this anime? Because I feel like this is gonna be a 12 episode anime. Well, actually, I look at it now, 13. The daily life of a middle-aged online shopper in another world. So I ended up checking this out, but I read the manga and I was like, how far are we going? And for anybody who don't know, and I think I said this in the very first episode when we were explaining about the things we look for, like to catch our attention for anime. And like I said,
Hmm.
one of the things I said was like opening, ending songs. The first episode had to
Exactly.
catch your, the first episode had to catch my attention, and I forgot what the third one is. But one of the biggest pieces I say is that the opening song has to play an important role because not because of the music has your attention. It's literally watching the opening song and watching the animation of it will pretty much give you an idea how far we're going with this anime.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I did. Because with Slime season 3, like the first half, I already knew exactly what we were getting automatically off the rip because I had read the manga. But when we got into the second theme song, like the second half of the third season, it already showed me. I was like, okay, how far are we going with this? And I was like, oh, we're getting this. I was like, yes, thank you. This is all I needed, and I was very satisfied because I read it and I was like, give me. I just want to watch this part from here and on. So that's also the other reason of why I care about opening ending songs. Not because of music, but it's really that it's an indicator to tell you how far we're going. And with this anime, I just said I again reading the manga all the way from start to finish and know what's happening. I was like, so how far are we going with this? Because there's a lot of stuff happening. I was like, oh, so we get these two characters and they're at wait, this how far they're at in the manga? Oh, so that's how we're gonna play this.
Mm.
So yeah, I threw this one into the list because of the fact of like, it's why I say I look at opening ending songs, especially the openings of all. Sorry,
I
buddy.
feel that.
So, sorry,
Some of
buddy.
those throw you off though.
They really do.
Like you watch Dragon Ball Z and you like, man, I can't wait to get into all this.
It's
And all of it
exactly.
is from the movie.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. So, but yeah. Where we at? So there was that right there. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of animes. We got a lot of good animes coming out today of this season, so it's good. And then not season. Sorry, of this season. But spring is about to get very interesting as well. So there's some good stuff coming out, and I end up going through the list and see what I have on there. I was like, okay, I know about this one, know about this one. One of my, I want to watch this on my own personal time because apparently I still gotta swallow my pride for this one.
Mm.
I mean, you literally have to swallow my pride because like I'm curious about it, but I'm scared at the same time. And what I mean by have to watch this on my own time, like because of what it's called, and I feel like it should be put into a different category. But apparently, for some odd reason, High Dive is getting it,
Mm.
and High Dive is going to let how do I phrase this fan service, fan service, fan service, and it's going to be literally known clear as day. It is that bad, and I'm just like, I understand the synopsis of it, but why did this chick has to do this?
Uh
It
oh.
yeah, that's why I said like I kind of need to watch this in my own time. Like right now, this one, the elf girl cat is secretly the S rank, had an S rank monster, which is basically a behemoth, but it's like a cat. But again, fan service, fan service. I'm like, okay, I kind of want to watch this for the specific reason, like why this person is reincarnated as a cat who is supposed to be S rank monster, which is a behemoth, and I understand it, but you're with an elf chick, and yeah. And again, High Dive literally gets away with a lot of stuff. I mean, there's some good stuff on High Dive. I'll give it that. Like, don't sleep on High Dive. I'm just saying
Mm.
that. Don't sleep on it. Cause I still go back and watch Gate. Gate is freaking great. I love it. One of the greatest animes I actually watch. So, oh man. So But other than that, yeah, definitely check out these animes. You know, if you guys haven't get a chance, I didn't name all of them. There's a few on the list. I mean, there's a lot I have on my list, and if I actually showed you what I have, trust me, this is like my list of one. You know what? I don't even do that right now. Screw it. You know what, let me do that. I'll show you. I'll show you my list. What I mean by this is how bad it is. Like, and I mean this is how bad my list is. Like all this, literally.
Jeez.
Yeah. Solo Leveling is right there. Diamond's right there. The Apothecary is right there. Like, that's how bad it is. That's my list of, like, animes to check out. And I literally make a list of saying, like, oh, did I watch this? Did I not watch this? Anything else like that. So, yeah. Definitely, if you guys want to get a chance, definitely go to, like, anime schedules. That's basically where I go and check on my list. And that's how I end up finding out about the spring seasons and stuff like that. And also the future. So.
I was wondering how you got there with
Yep, pretty much. That's how I've been That's how I've been keeping up with stuff. That's how I've been keeping up, finding out what's been delayed, what's actually put on breaks. You know, why the reason why they're on breaks and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And they also tell you where they're at and where they're actually at too. If they're on Crunchyroll, they're on Netflix, or they're on High Dive, or Amazon. So yeah, that's why I've been finding out all my stuff. But majority of stuff is mostly High Dive. Is mostly Netflix and not Netflix, Crunchyroll, High Dive, and maybe one or two are Netflix, and one is like kind of like hidden somewhere. I'm still trying to look for. I think it's not on this list. Yeah, it's not on this list. And I'm mad because I had to like really download like a Japanese site just to actually watch this one anime. Just because, and I'm mad. So that's been fun.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, all right. So, on to something a little different than normal. So, so earlier, like I said, I actually tried to play this video for you guys, and this was just more. I wanted to do an introductory, like do the same theme, the whole Nodoki Yui situation. This was actually the trip of California, my California trip, basically. So I want you guys to actually get a chance to check out what's happened, you know, the stuff that's been going on. And apparently, I tried to get the sound to work, and I think earlier I had Vito tested out for me, which was working fine. But for some odd reason, now it didn't work. So I was like, ugh, this sucks. So I'm a little disappointed with that. Let me make sure, because I gotta go into here, set this up real quick. All right. Oh, jeez. Why is she doing that to me? Oh, great. The fiancé just texted me. She's asking me where this filter is. It's funny. She ended up had to send me something. This is, like, funny. And I don't want her to call me. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. L2. Thank you. Find the filter. Bye. Okay, so let me pull this up real quick. Let's go here. Put you up here. So, let me make this a little bit bigger. I had a hard time trying to put these things in order, and I had to go in the way I wanted. So I was looking for literally the California trips and stuff, and I have a bunch of other pictures in here. So let's see, where is the starting one? Sorry, I would have put this in order, but I didn't have it in time. Let's see. I think we have. Let's start with this one first. Oh, you bum! Come on. I hate using this. Anyways, so yeah, so basically, so with this trip, basically I had, we went to go see some family members and everything else like that. So this is my fiance's cousin, who, well, basically was holding Obadiah at the time. So I was really trying to find out the fun stuff, like the funny moments like that with this little sleepy boy here. Yeah, I went to the there you go. Went to the yeah. Yeah, we went to the Rainforest Cafe basically in California.
Okay.
It was actually in the mall, so we went there right around the time they were like the mall was closing, so they still served us and everything else. So
Oh,
this
that's
kid
awesome.
was yeah, so he was literally just like we were next by the mist and everything else. He was like playing goofy, everything else just having a blast. It was just funny. So I was like, all right, this kid is going over the top with that. Um, there is one I'm looking for, which is hilarious. And I really want to show the video, and it was freaking hilarious in its own entity. And I forgot I don't have the video. It was actually, let me see, where's that picture at? I want to show the picture that freaking Vito literally just like literally text me and just said like, "Hey, are you okay?" and everything. I'm like, "Bruh, where's that picture at?" I was laughing. Oh, there it is. So when Vito actually was hitting me up, and this is the funny part, when Vito hit me up, he was like, "Oh, like, are you okay about the fires and everything else in California?" This is the picture I sent him. I literally sent him the picture. This is where I was at.
Yeah, because it looks like a hotel. I mean, a hospital. Like the hospital set up. Like this way, go to the Disney hospital.
Yep. Yep. I was laughing about it. So then, where is
Real
it?
talk. I had sent him a video of the snow that was out there in Atlanta. I was like, hey man, y'all need some of that over there. Right?
Yeah, I was like,
And
nah, we
then
good. I was like, nah, we good.
I
We
didn't hear none
got
of that.
this.
So then I was like, hey, cuz, you all right?
Yep.
And then he said that. And I'm like, really, dog? You gonna send me this?
Yeah, I had to. I was like, I gotta send this to him. I had to send that. I was laughing. I was like, yeah, there it is. This is the one I was looking for. This is the one that. This funny baby. Yeah, over there. This is where we standing underneath. Yeah, hello. Yeah, had the Goofy movies shirt and everything.
That's funny.
With his 8 months and everything. I was like, let me just have fun with this kid.
You know what's crazy? It's like social media is freaking out so bad with, the fire talk, seriously.
Yep.
Like, I don't think they understood where the fires exactly were. So, of course, I was trying to figure out where you was at, and I was like, I know we ain't near the fire, but we need to be sure.
Yeah. So okay. So where I was at the time, because this is okay. So before the fires happened, we were actually we were still in L.A. We were staying at my aunt's house for that night because we had to get a rental car the next day. So when that happened, like I said, the fires never happened and everything else. So that Saturday, we ended up getting the rental car. Then we drove all the way to Corona, actually. So
Wow, what a horrible name.
Yeah, so no, but that was her grandmother was saying that. She was saying in the Corona, which was like in a very, very nice house, like nice house and everything else. So we were like perfectly fine, nothing wrong. The thing about it was like, so like there's Corona, Ontario, and Rancho Cucamonga. So it's like start from downward and work your way up. So those few days, like the Sunday was fine, nothing wrong. But then like Monday, I think like around mid Monday going to Tuesday, we like up there, it was like 20 to 30 miles winds up there, like going very, very strong. So at that same time, that's when I think that Monday or Tuesday, we found out about the fires because we saw it on the news. Because my mother-in-law came over, was trying to watch Obadiah and everything else, and we ended up finding out something interesting. So Obadiah was basically completely fine with everybody he met. There's only one person he had trouble with.
Uh-oh.
Yep. And that was his grandmother, my mother-in-law. But we ended up finding out the reason why. The reason why was because she has very very strong perfume. And so that perfume really made him go completely crazy, like crying and tears, everything. He was like, what the heck? So then, yeah, so there was that. So then the second time we went over to the house and, she had took a shower and everything else. And we were like, okay, she took a shower and everything else, the strong perfume shouldn't work. But then the thing that caught my attention because I was like making sure, no strong perfumes, no nothing, because her boyfriend or whatever, at the time, like we was there whatsoever watching them, and I was like, why do I smell cigarettes? I'm like, oh great, okay, that's just lovely. I smell cigarettes. What the heck's going on? So basically, he was smoking cigarettes like in another room that's not too far from the living room. I was like, and then so she was like, hey, can you actually stop smoking and everything else because the baby's here and whatsoever. So he stopped doing that. But then after that smell went away and that smelled something else, I was like, all right, why I smell menthol? Why do I smell menthol? Something don't smell right. And I was like, as in like I was smelling like like smell icy hot basically, like you put on your back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was smelling.
Mm.
So I think like her because
That's crazy, cuz.
yeah. So but she had to like put some on her like some icy hot or whatever on her legs because like her legs are kind of swollen, so she's trying to like recover from it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So he finally wakes up, and so again he wakes up, he smells it, he's flipping out, like going crazy. I'm like, wow. I was like, okay, so now we know strong smells are definitely not your cup of tea.
Mm.
So, but we'll see what happens around his birthday because she's supposed to be coming back into town. So we're hoping that this is just the is hope is not the cause.
Hey, I be muting my mic and stuff, so y'all don't hear me cracking up. But so
Mm-hmm.
remember we used to go to my grandma's house for Friday? Or matter of fact, Aunt Maddie's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then Aunt Maddie smelled like menthol and what else it was? It was another little smell, like it was weird. Oh, uh,
I was
Noxzema.
like, yeah, I was
Yo,
thought
I
it
was
was
thinking
alcohol.
when Uncle was explaining that, the man was smelling the icy high, menthol, all the different smells. I'm like, yeah, that's old South. She's officially becoming a granddad.
Oh man. So yeah, so that was that kind of situation. I was like, all right, this is weird. Like I don't know how to fix this problem. So we're hoping that's gonna get fixed when that happens. So this video was the funniest to me, and I don't know why the sound is not gonna pick this up, but I'm hoping it does. But if not, I mean, I'll explain in details what happened, which is kind of funny. So let me explain first. So as you can see, he sleeps. So this is like the end of the day of us actually leaving SeaWorld on my fiance's birthday. So basically I say is that so this is what happened when you actually send him take him to a whole day of SeaWorld and this ends up happening to him. So let me see if it plays the sound. So this is what happens when you take him to the whole entire day of SeaWorld. Like like he's out. Like literally like it was just literally the time for like it was just closing and he literally was fighting his sleep and he literally passed out. Literally went to sleep. He was up the whole entire day and went to sleep. Like right
He
when
look that way right now too.
yeah, exactly. So yeah. So yeah, we had a bunch of stuff like this incident. Yeah, we're gonna have to ship them out and some salt. Ship out with some salt, some canned vegetables and potatoes. We gotta ship.
Where was that at?
That was at SeaWorld.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Like yeah, we got the whole. I got all the pictures from SeaWorld. It's like yeah, phone with this thing. Oops. Yeah. Got pictures and videos of him. Right. So yeah.
How much is SeaWorld out there? Like
Um,
to get in there.
SeaWorld. Okay, so if you go there and pay at the kiosk whatsoever, I think it was like $86. I think during the week, but online I think I saw it for like 65. I think 65 or 68. So it was not as bad.
Yeah, Florida be capping.
Oh yeah, for the
Everything be 100. All
oh
the parks like 100.
well, that's because of the fact of like whatever all the stuff they have for that place compared to SeaWorld. Like the last time I went to SeaWorld and I was talking this between my mother and my fiance and I said the last time we went to SeaWorld was like I took you when I moved back to California and it was like for Valentine's Day. I took you for Valentine's Day. That was the last time I like took her. And then my mother was saying to me, "It's like the last time I actually went to SeaWorld was when you were 6." When she said I was 6 years old, I was like, "What in the world?" I was like, "Good lord." So, I was like, all
It's
right,
crazy how everything else is expensive out there, but the theme
yeah.
parks are like you can afford.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can find this one pic. There's one. Okay, there's one thing. Let me see if I can find it. And my fiance took a picture of it and she sent it to me. I was like, all right, I need this picture because apparently for some stupid odd reason it makes no complete sense. Where is it at? Oh, this stupid thing. This stupid thing. This stupid thing right here is like a freaking heart attack. Like diabetes in the making.
Ooh, I'd eat that up.
Yeah, I
Country
heard.
Park.
That's diabetes. You know, that's like diabetes
Hey,
heart.
I tear it up, my stomach can be torn too.
Right.
Bruh, and this was actually and this is a milkshake at that. This
I would I would take that, but I would make sure that it was rolling with me. Right. No kind of ride. We ain't get no nothing.
okay.
Riding up and down,
So
nothing. None of
I'm going immediately to the bathroom.
that.
who you telling? Okay, so let me say this. This is actually outside the theme park.
Okay.
This is in downtown Disney before going to the theme park. And this was actually my fiance's nephew buying this thing. And I was like,
Disneyland is way different than World, bro.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Disneyland is always different than World. Because the thing with Disneyland is like you have both because you have downtown Disney and you can walk through downtown Disney and then when you get into the middle of it, you have a choice between going to Disneyland or California Adventures. So they're basically walking distance. So if you leave out one, so it's like, okay, I'm going to Disneyland, let's go here. And I was like, okay, I want to go to California Adventures. All right, leave out Disneyland, walk straight ahead, go to California Adventures. You're done, and you just go right back. Versus Disney World and Thales, you gotta take a bus or a monorail or something to just get to the parks.
Yeah, everything is spread out. Like
Yeah.
like it's nowhere near each other. Like weird.
Yep. I was like, good lord. So yeah, that was like, what in the world? Let's see. What else I had in there? Oh yeah. And let's see, we got this little picture here. This is in downtown Disney. Had like the Legos and stuff. We had like the Legos and everything for that. Where's that other picture I saw? Oh, I don't find it. Yeah, we had the lights for like this is still downtown Disney. This is all the stuff we were doing, just walking around looking at stuff at downtown Disney. And then where's else? Like I said, we just did a lot of stuff, just walking around, see family members stuff. One of the biggest things I was very happy to finally found, and I'm very proud of myself to find this and to do this with my son, is this. Finally found my grandmother and grandfather's grave.
That's what's up.
Yeah, because a long time ago. So let me explain. A long time ago, before Obadiah was born and me and my fiance was together and different stuff like that. I always had make a trip, had take a trip out here, trip to California, see friends and family, different things like that. But one of the things I always was trying to find was my grandfather's grave, and I could never find it. So the one time I went to try to find his grave. I could never find it. It was hard to find it, so it made me very devastated and everything else. So luckily, my aunt came with us and showed us the way to get to the grave and everything else. So then I was like, all right, cool. So now that we found her grave and everything else, I was like, and so I had her help me with some. So then she was like, oh, you went to see your great grandmother? I'm like, really? So in the process of that, I ended up also finding. I think this thing right here. Is the picture? Yeah. So I ended up finding my great grandmother and also my aunt too. So there's my great grandmother right there, in this right there, and then there's one of my aunts who passed away as well. So they're literally next to each other. So and I was very happy that my aunt helped me find them. Well, like she found them. She was like, "Oh, it's somewhere here," and then we were like trying to figure out. And she was giving us like clues, like, "Yeah, it's by this tree." And different things. I was like, "Huh, I got an idea." So I ended up taking pictures of like to make it easier for us to find it because I think there's one person we haven't found was another Animized whose birthday is the same as his birthday.
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
So his birthday is April 15th, and my aunt who passed away is also April 15th. So we was hoping to find her, and then also my great grandfather as well, but we couldn't find them. So they're still in the same like hill,
Hmm.
but it was just somewhere else, and it's like we just couldn't figure out where. So let me see, is this that picture? Yes. Okay. I think. Let me see, is it this one or is it the other one? I think it's one of these pictures I did. So what I end up doing, and I end up had the help of my aunt. I told her, I was like, okay, to make it easier for us to find, I was like, how about you face this way, and pointing to like, ta-da, this is where the tree is, and then we can just like use this tree. Basically, like there's the palm tree, there's the actual tree. Come down a couple of rows, this you can find them. My great grandmother and my aunt. So it was that one. And then the other one, I think it was. Is this one? Yeah, it's this one, which I was very surprised by this picture very well. And we with that. So with this one, like I actually got not only the sunset, basically had my fiance holding Obadiah where the palm tree is, but then not only that, I end up getting my grandmother and my grandfather's grave in the picture as well.
Mm.
So I end up getting not only a great picture of the palm tree, the where it's at, the sunset coming down, and also getting their like grave in the picture all at once. So it was like this makes it a lot easier to find.
Yeah, that's a fire picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very when I first seen it, I was like, "Yo, that's a really good picture." I was very surprised by that. So I was very happy with this picture very much, and it's like, all right. So now I know I didn't bring this up, and this is actually funny because I know this is one of the biggest questions that I think for anybody to ask is how did this little guy do on the plane? Is the big question.
Hmm.
Going there and coming back. So basically, so leaving Atlanta to get to California. Basically, the flight there was he was asleep. So we fed him before taking off, like we fed him as we taking off, so so he can pop his ears while he's actually drinking, milk or whatever.
Hmm.
And he literally slept the complete 4 hours. He slept through the whole entire day. And then by the time we woke up and everything else, he was up. Everything else ready to go, and literally I'll put it like this. Like this kid was literally up. Let me see, where's that? Where is that picture at? I was looking for it. Yeah, like I said, literally he was up. See, like he was, yeah, he was literally up. This is like us getting ready to land. He was literally up. So that's how he was coming from
He
Atlanta.
looking like, and where are we?
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. No, the whole entire trip, the whole entire day, it was like meet and greet concert. He's like, all right, like new person, who is this? New person, who is this? All right, like he was. I kid you not, he was burnt out. Like I was like, who am I meeting now? Oh, who am I meeting now this time? Oh, please stop. Can I like sleep? Like he literally was like had every single energy. Still gave the same energy here at this house. Still give everybody the same energy, the same love, have fun with that whatsoever. Now, as coming back from leaving from LA to come back here was very interesting because he was awake as we took off. I was getting ready to feed him. He literally he didn't need a bottle. He literally took it as a troop, like a trooper whatsoever. He fell asleep because we had to go to, we went from LA to Colorado, and then we had a layover, and then then went from Colorado to Atlanta, and that was funny because the takeoff when we got took off, he was awake and left us a present in the process of it, which I'm mad because I was getting ready to change him, and he left like a nice stinky diaper for us before taking off. I was like, this kid.
He was
So
like,
yeah, I was literally getting ready to go change him, and it was like, oh, we're getting ready to actually get people on the plane. I'm like, wait, what? I was like, oh, I hate this. So I was like, I was like, okay, we're gonna have to change this diaper like ASAP, like ASAP. So we had to change. So we ended up changing this diaper on in the plane, like in the air, basically, like in the bathroom. So I was like, this is gonna be very while going through a little bit of turbulence for a bit, which was fun. And then they were like, the people were like, man, it's like we need you to sit down. Like, this is an emergency. It's like, unless you want to sit here and smell this diaper constantly and smell stinky like a stinky butt all day, then let me change his diaper. Luckily, they let me do it, so that was fine. So yeah, he was awake he was awake majority of the time. So he was awake as we taking off, and he was awake as we landed, and no fussing, no crying, no nothing. He literally took it like a troop. Like he is a trooper. Like he's right now sleeping like a baby. So, but yeah, so that's literally how the whole day went. So. So it was a blast. I had fun. I got to see some friends. I got my ass handed to in Tekken because apparently
Oh, wow.
no, because he see me. He's like, oh yeah, I got how do I put this? I got gut punch and everything else because this is like a little tradition with them. It's like we haven't seen you in years. Like, oh, we're gonna like gut punch you and something. Like, oh god, I gotta be prepared for this nonsense from you guys. All right, let me prepare for this. Let's go. So done that. Got to hang out with them. It was for my friend's birthday slash. I was supposed to be meeting his son, but apparently his sister-in-law wanted to spend time with his son, so I was like, I didn't get a chance to meet his son, so that was, but he got them at Obadiah, and that was the best part of the whole day because every single my friends was like, they were surprised to see me, but they were very surprised to see him. They didn't know I had a son, so it was like a double whammy for them. So it was very priceless. So yeah, I did get my.
That is classic right there. Just to
Yeah.
surprise your friends like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like because my friend was the only one who knew about it because me and him been talking back and forth on Facebook Messenger. That was the thing that was so funny about it. But again, I enjoy their company. I have fun with them. You know, talk with them and everything else. One of my friends said they may come out here because they may go to Dragon Con. Him and his, I think his girlfriend or wife, one of the two. So I told him,
Oh man, I meant to tell you, bro. They got that anime convention over in Stone Mountain this weekend.
yeah, and yeah, I saw that. I was like, wait, isn't it? I was like, when you sent me that, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, but I think it's over now. Yeah, I think
I
it's
think
over.
it was
Yeah,
either last week or this weekend. One of the two.
I think it was last week, if I'm not mistaken. I think it already ended. Because another friend of mine actually went and showed some videos and stuff. She was in the contest and stuff like that. I think it was like the lip singing contest, I believe. She was cosplaying and everything. So I was like, all right, I didn't even know there was one in Stone Mountain, so I have to keep that one in mind.
Yeah, yeah. I totally it totally like just
Yeah,
went on my feed on social media, and then I was like, well, that y'all kind of told me late. Why y'all didn't
yeah,
advertise it earlier?
Hmm.
exactly. That's why I was like, I was very surprised. I didn't even know nothing about it. So let me close out that one. So, but yeah, so I had fun. It was great. Got to see Downtown Disney again, just to do some stuff there whatsoever. One of the pictures we got like a drawing for Obadiah, so we're gonna put that in the frame. I'll send the picture of that later, which is gonna be funny. So yeah, there was just a bunch of stuff. All my family members, like the only people that didn't get a chance to see Obadiah was his godmother, which she lives on the other side of of those fires. Basically, she was like past like Burbank. No, Bakersfield. I'm sorry, not Baker.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, she was like past him. Like she was like Modesto kind of situation, basically.
Oh, way out there. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
way out there. It was like a like where we were staying at. It was like almost like a 6 hour drive. But she was like, "Oh, we can meet up in Bakersfield." And I was like, "That I don't know. That depends on money and everything else at the moment."
I'd
Oh,
be like,
he's
heck
finally up.
no.
Look, he's finally up. Or trying to go back to sleep. One of the two. Huh, buddy? Yeah, he's chill. He's chill, baby. The chillest of chill babies, literally all day long. 9 months and getting ready to go on 10 very soon. Good lord, it's amazing.
Hey, couple of months into the birthday.
I know. Don't worry. We already getting that all together. We're getting that all together right now. We got the pinata ready. We've been had the pinata since like October. Yeah, and
Dang.
we even got the theme too.
It feel like yesterday I was going to the baby shop.
I know. See, I'm telling you, man. It's very surprising how much. That's why I have all these pictures. Like the pictures I have is like I have a specific file of him when he first born up to this point now, and it's amazing to see him from when he was actually born to now. And I'm just like, wow, this is real. This is actually real,
hmm
and I'm not mad about it at all. So let me see. I'll pull this up real quick. There it is. I want to save that. All right, got that ready to go. So, but all right, guys. All right, so let's get into some trailers here. So I have been saving this, and I know you guys have been waiting. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this one, and I've been really wanting to let you guys know about this one. So, the first trailer we're gonna give you. Hope you guys ready for this one. It's Fire Force. We finally got
Yeah,
season. We
season
finally got.
3.
Yep.
Let's get it.
Oh, finally.
燃え盛る炎に包まれた異形の者たち。そしてこの混乱した世界から平和を取り戻すため彼らに再び立ち向かう。長きにわたる戦いは今終わりを告げようとしている。彼らの正体とこの世界の真理と命を燃やせ。熱き魂に燃え尽きるまで。永遠の消防隊三の将最終決戦をその目に焼き付けろ。2025年4月放送開始。
Hey, April.
There it is. All right, what do you guys think?
I think they're fools for putting in that April.
Telling you, man.
It's
Nah,
amazing how firefighters they can make an anime of firefighters and be fire. Like
Yeah.
that's it. I'm ready for it.
yeah, I mean, I'm excited too, and the fact that they finally showed the smiling moon, so we could move closer to uh
So leader.
Soul Eater. Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually more excited about it too because I actually got into the first few episodes a while back. I think it was like maybe episode 4, and I just never finished it yet. And then I knew they ended up giving us season 2, and I was like, all right, so I'm gonna dive into it. But then I had to end up like kind of wait a little bit. And I think a lot of stuff came into play, like animes, and this is like before Obadiah came into the picture. But I think it was like other animes caught my attention and wanted to try to get into it. I mean, I'm still gonna work back into it. So now that we have season 3, which is I guess the final chapter, I'm guessing. So
hmm
I'm definitely going to go into a dive mode into finishing season 1, going to season 2, and then I may take my time going through season 2. So then when we get more closer to April,
hmm
which I know is going to be a very interesting month for me because it's going to be his birthday too. So I'm going to have to like give this like a few episodes of a build up first for me because the first few weeks is actually his week, so I got to take care of him first before we go into dive into Fire Force. But I think is my so. But I'm definitely looking forward to it and checking it out.
Hey, isn't this on Hulu?
Fire Force?
I
Yeah,
think
I
so. If it's not, you said on Hulu?
yeah.
Yes, it is on Hulu.
okay. I wasn't sure on that. I know it's
Ten for
definitely. Yeah,
yeah. I got to catch up on it myself.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it. All right, so on to the next trailer. I have here. Welcome to. So this anime is actually already out already. This is still part of our winter season right now. So this one is called "Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf." Is basically the name of this.
ここは一体どこなのかしら。
それはそりゃショックだよな。突然一人ぼっちで見知らぬ世界に来た。
こんなに高い建物に住んでるなんて、和彦はお金持ちなんでしょ。
あ、違った。子供の頃から幻想的な世界に憧れていた。僕の部屋にエルフが現れるというちょっといやかなり変わったことが起きて、夢は現実となった。
お待たせ、和彦。すごいすごい。こんなに発展した都市なんて初めて見るわ。ねえ、あの塔は何？やっぱり高名な大魔導士でも住んでいるのかしら。ね、これから日本語を教えてちょうだい。
この姿を生み出したのは実に久方ぶりである。では人の子よ、その酒と地層をよこすがいい。味見だ味見。そう、これはただの味見じゃ。
和彦様、助けていただいて本当にありがとうございます。また会えて嬉しいわ。お待たせしました。デリシャス、おいしい。おいしい。ちょっと何がおかしいのかしら。最近のあなたは私を見て笑ってばかりの気がするけど。
そういう時僕は大抵マリーに見とれてるんだよ。
あ、そういうこと。眠そうな顔で言われてもちっとも嬉しくないわ。ありがとう和彦、あなたのおかげよ。
いや全部君のおかげだよ。
どうして？私何もしてないのに。
君が来てから僕の世界は随分と変わったんだ。見慣れた景色も今は違って見えて。ありがとうマリー、日本へ来てくれて。
日本へようこそエルフさん。2025年1月より放送開始。
Alright. What do you guys think?
I went first last time, Vito.
So, I mean, typically, I'm not really big on the romance animes,
Mm.
but sometimes I'll be kind of like curious and stuff like that. I think this one it piques my curiosity. I think I'll check out, you know what I'm saying, a few episodes or something like that. I'm not sure if I'll be told. I'm not gonna hold you and say watching the whole thing, but I would definitely always watch it. If I'm curious about it, I always watch at least a couple episodes just to kind of get the context and stuff. So that'll be something I'll try to do on that. But it looks interesting. It looks interesting. So I'll definitely, you know, do my little, you know, and give a chance type thing.
Alright. Sandstorm?
For me, I'm kind of the same way. And with that being said, ain't no, to me, I call it a rom com because it mostly is, but ain't no rom com to me better than Inuyasha anyway. So,
Agree.
you know, it's gonna take a lot to get me interested. I know that sleeping with an elf. You know, we out here trying to preserve the human race. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to expand the human race with them elves. But you know, I,
I
I,
don't know. She was looking right, cuz.
but listen, but them ears is way too long. I ain't trying to have a long ear baby. You know what I'm saying? Baby,
Hey, I already got big ears. Hey,
yeah, you
make
know
them
what I'm
bigger.
saying? Our babies already gonna have big ears from the get go. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to have little link ears. You know what I'm saying? Ears be 6 feet out. You know what I'm saying? Shark fin ears. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it looks interesting. I'll say that. I would probably wait for maybe like the first 3 to 4 episodes and watch those to really get an idea. I probably wouldn't watch this like as soon as it came out though.
Alright. So, to answer both of y'all questions, we are already 3 episodes into this right now.
Oh, okay.
We're 3 episodes in. So, I was just like Vito, basically was curious because the fact of the name itself was like, alright, what is this all about?
Hmm.
And I watched the first episode, and it definitely piqued my curiosity because, like, the way it said itself was actually like, all right, this was interesting. Like, wait, huh? How? Wait, what's going on? So that's how it piqued my. So the first episode really is going to pique your curiosity because of the fact of how it sets the stage.
Okay.
So it definitely does because you're like, okay, so how's this work out? And then you're now trying to figure out the next part. Like, okay, if this work, then how does this work? And I think you won't find out how everything comes into play, like how everything works within 2 episodes.
Hmm.
Because you have the first part of the curiosity is like how this happens, and then you're like, okay, so now you figured how everything goes in the introductory of it. Now how does it work the other way around with the second episode? So it's kind of like it's very interesting. So it's a good anime, and I enjoyed it for what it is so far for the 3 episodes we have so far. Because I think I'm more curious about. There's another thing I'm curious about, which later on is going to be another character, or for example, episode 2. There's a character you meet, and looking at the trailer and everything else, I'm just curious how this is going to play out with that second character. That's really it. So it's like it still piques my curiosity for various reasons. So
Hmm.
it does have it is rom com and everything else. I mean, again, I agree with you. Sandstorm eating ass is better, definitely hands down. So, but yeah, I definitely recommend checking this out. So it definitely will pique your curiosity very well. So, but anyways, on to the next one, and I know you guys actually enjoyed. I was waiting for this one to come out because I'm actually curious about it myself for this trailer. My Hero Academia: The Vigilantes.
Here we go.
デトロイトシュマ
オールマイトやっぱ生で見るとすごいな。
はい回り光一バイトに明け暮れる普通の大学生個性滑走
移動系の個性か。でもあんま速くねえな。
なんかキモい。
ほっといて。
みんなありがとう。
人間は自分が見上げてるものに憧れる。人生って不公平だよね。
俺の仕事を手伝い悪党を殴るとスカッとするぞ。
あの時俺が思ったのはもっとヤバいのが来ただった。
なんでそんなことに付き合ってんの？
あんためちゃめちゃ立ち悪いな。個人による死刑行為は犯罪だよ。強力な個性にプロしか。
今さらプロになんかなれっこない。
そんなものは真の正義には全く関係ない。
ヒーローになりたいから。
なすべきことを前にした時行動を起こせるか否か。
ほんの一瞬でいい。俺だって飛びたいんだ。
無認可のイリーガルヒーロービジランテというわけか。
Alright.
Hmm.
So, what do you guys think?
I like the fact that they are trying to take the Marvel formula and make it their own. Like they're trying to do this whole like the world is bigger than just All Might. They got these different factions and stuff like that. I think it's cool. It's a good way to extend out the life of my hero. Um, because I mean, essentially at this point, Deku is Superman more or less. Um, and so like there's just like so many smaller pieces and ways that you can continue the story of the universe of my hero. And so looking at this, the legals, you know what I'm saying, I'm excited to see this and more because I don't think realistically I don't think I've had enough of my hero even at the end. Like I'm not just talking about the story, but just like the idea of everybody having these powers. And I guess the only thing that like kind of changes is that you're focusing on people who actually have powers, when the premise was this one kid who didn't have powers was like the 1% of the world. Um, so even still, I'm excited to see where they take that. I want them to start messing around and going to different countries, whether that's like Norway. Oh, did I go out?
Uh,
You
Oh,
good?
okay.
yeah.
Um, I think like Norway or like places in Africa, Like I want to see them really expand on like what the rest of the world does and in the world of My Hero. So I think this is definitely a good start.
Yep. All right, Beal.
Yeah. I kind of echo Sandstorm a little bit. Um, what interests me about My Hero is it keeps getting better and better each season, but they always show the diversity that I think a lot of us resonate with, and just to have this uh, like society where everybody has like different powers and stuff like that is just kind of echoing like everybody in the world has different talents, and you can
Hmm.
always make a difference. And it's not always the story is not always focusing on what I'm saying like one character. It's gonna show everybody stuff, and I love that factor. But every season they always kind of got me reeled in. So for them to do the vigilante joint, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? I
Yep.
like that. I'm curious on why it's called vigilante. Because when I
Hmm.
think vigilante, I think Batman.
Yep.
Yeah.
No
The same way.
powers. Only power you got is basically your smarts and your money. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm. That's what I think. And seeing this trailer, I didn't see too much of a Batman representation, but I seen a vigilante. Somebody's kind of taking, a mantle in their own hands and stuff like that, and trying to trying to help, trying to be a hero and stuff. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm definitely excited about anything my hero or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. As for me, yeah, I'm definitely the same way with both. You both Vito and Sandstorm like the same ways. Like when I think of Vigilante, I'm thinking of Batman, and that's literally one of the characters I love the most in that situation. But when people have their own powers and everything else, it's actually pretty interesting in its own way. Plus the fact of like again the story with My Hero Academia. Yeah, it's always never focused on Deku. It's always focused on everyone else with their powers and how much they evolved and what's going on in the situation.
Hmm.
All one for all and all for one, basically in this whole fight and everything else. So I'm always curious about what each character is going to bring to the table, or what's happening in the story, or or this is happening here, this is happening there, different things like that. But to bring the whole concept of being vigilante to this whole story is going to make it be a little bit more interesting, because we're getting a whole new set of characters with their set of powers, and see what they can do and everything else. So it still falls in the category of My Hero Academia. You still have certain cameos still make their appearances, but they're gonna be more focused on these new characters and what they bring to the table, and how it begins actually. So I'm definitely looking forward to this, because when I heard about this, I was like, wait, vigilantes? Like, huh? This
Hmm.
what's like gonna be? We're gonna spin off? This is gonna be. I was like, usually spin offs are usually gonna be a hit and miss situation, but in this case, this is actually gonna be a hit, because it still falls in the realm of My Hero Academia. It still
Yeah.
falls in the realm of it. So, I'm definitely looking forward to this. So,
Hey, one thing I want to add on that. This almost reminds me, like, especially what my hero was doing with that formula. It it is that Marvel
mm-hmm.
like formula, and they doing it in their own way. But it also kind of reminds me of how the boys, the series The Boys,
Oh
they've
yes.
done their stuff because I they had that college series or something like that with the people in the academy and the college or whatever like
Mm-hmm.
that. And that was a nice little spinoff. Like they didn't have like the main characters, but they had like like uh all like
Cameos.
off-brand characters and their
Mhm.
stories and how they're about to, kind of contribute to the whole overall of the things and stuff like that. And that's what this seems like. So I like the fact that My Hero does that as well.
Mm. So, yeah, I definitely, like I said, definitely can't wait to see this. We actually know it's coming out part of the spring season, so we're definitely don't have to wait too long. So April. So again, April right around the corner. So
April Fools. Ain't
yeah,
none of this stuff gonna come.
man. If this came out on April Fools, I would laugh so hard. And be like, look, here we go. Let's go. So, but anyways, on to the next one. So, oh boy, this one I'm actually more excited for that I actually checked out. So,
そうそう
okay, so this one is actually called I Have Been Killing Slimes for 300 Years. This is the second season.
あその字点が多すぎるよそうよ大変なんだか娘が増えたみたいシャルシャに提言があるほう新しいお友達とみんな仲良くねはーいできました姉さん部屋の掃除終わりましたそれって打ち上げはお酒飲み放題ですかまあ予測のできないこの人生いいとはいいけどはーい雪があるから寒いのは当たり前なのだ普通じゃなかったですあずさ様我と勝負してください分かった本気で行くからねはい幸せって意外なところからやってくるんだねあれもこれも予測できないこといっぱいで退屈しないでああ娘の考えてることってわかんないな新規臭い女なの婚活パーティー高学歴高収入のイケメンをゲットしましょう姉妹結婚式じゃとこれからもよろしくね南国の海でしたらいつでも入れますよみんなで行こう海水浴おーわー海だテレビアニメ「スライム倒して300年」知らないうちにレベルマックスになってましたその22025年4月放送開始
Alright. Alright, so what do you guys think?
Go ahead, Vito.
Hold on, I was letting it catch up. I'm watching on my TV too. Just
Oh, okay.
Okay.
letting it catch up. Anyway, yeah, I know that looked pretty cool. Based off of the title of it, though, I know some people that they would have thought that title was hilarious. Slime is I guess, term used for a certain group of people.
Mhm.
And so another group of people would have been like, "Yeah, I've been killing slimes too. I've been killing slimes too." Yeah, now so yeah, that kind of made me laugh. But nah, looking at that, that looks pretty interesting. I definitely gotta watch the first episode, maybe two, kind of get where they're gonna go with it. But it kind of look a little interesting little adventure joint. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'll definitely check it out.
Alright. Sandstorm?
I'm the same way. It looks interesting. It's a tad bit too cute for my taste, but I'm gonna definitely still check it out though. These are the type of shows that kind of surprise you as you watch more. Like, huh, okay, huh, all right. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely check this one out.
Alright. So, alright. So, for me, I'm actually excited for it because I have watched this both Japanese subtitles and English dub both ways. So, this is actually still entertaining in both forms. I definitely am very excited because I'm actually curious about two characters that got in. There are two characters I did not notice, and seeing these other two girls actually going to school, so I know who they are. And it's a funny thing, so I'm not want to spoil everything because each character is interesting in their own way. Each girl's actually is well. You have your elf. You have a girl that's dressed in red. You have a girl dressed in blue. If you didn't pay attention very carefully, then I won't tell you who she is. You saw one that's a ghost. You saw the two little girls, and then I think you saw another person. You didn't really see her full body. Then you understand that. But each character are. I'm just gonna say they're all different races. I'll put it like that. So that's why I was like, all right, what's going on here? So that's why I was very surprised about the two little girls and this new girl that popped up because I was like, who is this new girl? I'm curious who she is. And then I think when I guess the scene where they're at the beach, some other girl made an appearance. I was like, all right, now who's this person? So I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited about this anime. I watched this like I said twice already, both English dub and English sub. The first episode is very interesting, like sets it up. It's starts off like the first few minutes is like kind of slow a little bit, so it's more of an introductory kind of understand the situation. But like when you get about a little bit more about midpoint to the end of it, then it picks up because things happen, especially the title of what it's called. Basically, because they have been killing slime for 300 years, you understand the reason why the main character is what she is, why she's a witch, and why she's been killing slimes, and you understand the reason why. And each episode, somebody comes and try to challenge her, which is hilarious. So definitely a watch, and I'm actually intrigued by it. So every single episode has been great for it. So definitely check it out. So
Yeah, that title is crazy, bro.
yeah, it's crazy, but it's not as crazy as this other one. I can't think of the name in my head. But it's the one about the max defense. Like I don't want to actually fight, so I max my defense or something like that. It's a stupid long title, but I was like, it's still great, and it's on. I think it's on Crunchyroll and Hulu, I believe. So I can't think of the name, but yeah. All right, on to the last anime and trailer for the day. And I'm not going to even try to attempt to tell you this because this one caught my attention for some reason, and I don't know what it is, so I guess we're going to check it out ourselves. So let's see.
千年で何があった。この後も我が血を脅かすというのであれば、一度確かめてみねばなるまい。
黒い狼！魔獣だ！魔獣が出た！
いよいよだ、父さん。私の夢に答えを出す時が来た。
答えよ、なぜ我が死を望んだ。我はクレバテス、人族すべてを殺すと決めた。
こやつにも我にも人の世界を歩くには長いる。我はクレン。
目標進行中の魔獣距離2000メートルお前
これが勇者としての私の最後の使命だ。
おい、うつけ、こっちを見ろ。なんだその姿。これはこの赤子を連れていた者の姿。他は隠した。隠しきれていないぞ。ん
Hey. So what do you think of that one?
What's this called?
I'll pull it up. Doo-doo-doo. I'm not even gonna try to name it. I am not good with names. I'm not even gonna butcher it.
Clavetes?
Yeah.
Something about some Majin Buu.
Something like that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I mean, they bringing out the Nine Tails again. You know what I'm saying? Now the Nine Tails is a girl with a personality. Okay. Let's see what you're doing. Yeah, I'll check it out. I don't have much to say on it, but I'll check it out.
This is my type of weird adventure type of stuff. I like mystery looking stuff like this. This is definitely right up my alley. I feel like is Majin is that some kind of name for demon in
I don't know.
Like it makes me think that way because, of course, I'm looking at the theme of Diamond right now
Hmm.
and all these Majins, and we're talking about demons and stuff like that. I'm like, and the girl looks like a demon, and the nine-tailed fox is considered a demon too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, or anything nine-tailed or something like that. So, yeah, nah, this is right up my alley right here. Like, I like little adventure, mystery. Give me a nice little creature, a little lore. You know what I'm saying? Look like he got a nice little backstory to it. So, I definitely, I definitely check this out.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I didn't even want to try it. Like, again, I tell people, I'm not, there are certain names I don't want to try to attempt because I may actually butcher it whatsoever. But yeah, I didn't even want to try to attempt to name this. But other than that, yeah, this anime definitely caught my attention because I am a big sucker for old school, like, art style. Like,
Mm-hmm.
really, I'm a big sucker, like, GTO, the old Initial D's, anything like the old Gundams, different, anything with the old, like, art style literally catch my attention. It's like, okay, let's see what you got. And especially, like, everything is happening, what's going on, I was like, like, literally, my whole brain was like, what is going on? Like, I mean, literally, when I picked this trailer, I was like, alright, I'm curious what this is. I want to see what you guys think. And, like, all three of us are intrigued by this. So I'm like, I definitely want to check this one out because of that. Not because of the art style, but I think I'm more curious like the story and what's going on with it and how everything's playing out. Because there's so many questions that I need answers to, and I'm just like, what's the deal with this? What's going on? Why is these nine-tail people or whatever
Mm-hmm.
is this? It's like it's so many questions you need answers, and it's like I'll put it like this in better terms. At least it's not like how when me and Sandstorm looked at Sensu for the first time and we were just very like, what is this? Is this a movie? Is this a series or what? This is literally is a series where we have an idea what's going on. We're just like, what's going on? Like there's so much stuff happening and we don't have answers. Like we need to know what's going on with this. So yeah, I definitely gonna check this one out when it comes out. I know I'm looking at the wrong date. It says 2024 here, but it's actually I think it's the mangas for it. But
Mm.
as soon as I find out more information about this one, if we have a release date and everything else, I will definitely let you guys know when this is coming out. So so as of right now, we don't have a release date yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to this. So just keep looking out, and I'll let you guys know on that.
Okay.
Other than that, that is it on trailers and everything else on Noonami. We are basically at almost a little over 3.5 hours, so this is actually it. Before we go, so as again, we always have something to always bring up, our pen pals and everything else. So, Sandstorm, you want to go first?
Yeah, so tomorrow we have the Stormcast. We're going to be looking over a video that was done by a developer who kind of breaks down the Mario Kart trailer that we saw within the Steam 2, the Switch 2, as well as talk about PlayStation and them having to cancel out 8 other live services that they were planning, which should be an interesting conversation. Sunday is the Winging It podcast, and then Tuesday we also have the Juices Blues podcast, both at 7 o'clock.
All right. Vito? Oh, he can mute himself.
So, like, the computer shit now. So, I'm definitely gonna keep y'all in the loop. That's all I got, man.
Okay.
Basically.
Yep.
But as of right now, the Vitoverse is dead right now.
Okay.
So eventually, we'll pick it back up probably around the anniversary time. But y'all stay tuned.
All right. All right. And as for me, like I said, we're back up and running again on the Nami. So we did our episode 7. I think the next episode we have is basically going to continue where we left off from the previous season, previous stuff. Basically the genres. Last time we did rom-coms. I think I forgot what I was gonna do next time because like I said, been on vacation and kind of took breaks and stuff. So there's that. I am actually working on a new game, and I'm very excited about this one more than ever. I am actually streaming Tales of the Greatest F. So kind of bear with me. I've kind of like got in my own little world at the moment because it's like nostalgia for me because I have beaten this game from top to bottom, and with the extras that they added to it. So I'm kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna pick this, and go with it and just roll with it. So I'm kind of using little somewhat cheats, but they can let you have it. So I'm not picking like the XP, triple XP and stuff. I'm just going to do just get the skills and get them over with and done because the process of getting that is like a pain in the butt. But I'd rather go the long haul for the XP. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing either both live streams and pre-recordings. So keep a lookout for that on Xbox Twitter or basically on my channel YouTube. And for anybody who actually, if I do lives, I know it's gonna come on Twitch for some reason. And I remember for some reason when I did it, some person actually had subscribed to me on Twitch, and I definitely thank him that. But I missed the message because I didn't see the notifications of the chat popped up for the person asking me questions. So again, I do apologize. So if you really want to actually message me, definitely message me more on YouTube. But as soon as I get that thing fixed, I think I should have both YouTube and Twitch have their notifications pop up. So that's about it. But in that, guys, thank you all for coming. As you see, he's still asleep, chilling like a baby through this whole scene. Until then, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.